What's up, Space Pirates? This is your Admiral, the obviously awesome Dr. Disaster. And yesterday, we talked about the social media post from the official Rainbow Six X account where they talked about Men's Mental Health Awareness Month instead of the nauseating crap that we are usually exposed to every June.
You have put a smile on my face.
Yeah, people really seem to respond well to this. A lot of people on social media have been comparing what they posted on X this year to their Pride Month tweet from last year. This is what they said last year, talking about lifting up queer voices and that sort of thing. And as you can see at the bottom of the post, they got about 420,000 views with only 1.5 thousand likes on this pandering nonsense. But look at the bottom of this post, talking about Men's Mental Health Awareness Month, got them 1.4 million views and 30,000 likes. Gamers have spoken, and as for anyone still pumping out this Pride Month pandering, it's clear what they are.
The sheep, mere sheep.
And that appears to be exactly what Gearbox is, a bunch of pitiful sheep, because look at their Pride Month profile on X right now. Gearbox is gay, folks, and they want you to know it. They've got that ugly ass flag posted right next to the ad for Borderlands 4.
Not impressed.
Now, I don't know who needs to hear this over at Gearbox, but these people absolutely suck at messaging, because this is not the optics they need right now. It all starts at the top with their jackass CEO, Randy Pitchford, and his inability to talk to normal people. The dude stuck his foot in his mouth a week or so ago talking about how true fans would pay the $80 if they decided to make Borderlands 4 cost that much. He was ripped to shreds for that, and now we have this stupid shit here. Let's be honest, only the modern audience is going to be happy with this. And do you honestly think that someone like this is going out and spending $80 on a video game?
I am so sorry to my world. I am so sorry to my world. This is not what we want.
Alright, me hearties, make sure that you hit the like button on this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and consider supporting the channel by becoming a member for as little as $5 per month. There is a Space Pirate cartoon on the way for members, and channel members already received early access to the audiobook of the first part of the novel that I've written, a dark fantasy story called The Darkest Heritage. Speaking of which, I'm releasing that audiobook on Friday afternoon for the public at large, narrated by yours truly, by the way, so make sure to check that out. I've gotten great feedback on the book thus far, and it will be available to purchase on Amazon in the near future. But alright, let's talk about the absolute stupidity that Gearbox is engaged in with their bumbling method of communicating their messages. As I said, Randy Pitchford, the CEO of the company, really stepped into it a couple weeks ago when he said this shit here in response to a gamer pleading with him to make sure the game doesn't cost $80 like so many other games that are being made these days. He said it isn't his call, and then, if you're a real fan, you'll find a way to make it happen. My local game store had Starflight for Sega Genesis for $80 in 1991 when I was just out of high school and working minimum wage at an ice cream parlor in Pismo Beach, and I found a way to make it happen. To say that this was optically poor is a massive understatement. They have been under fire at Gearbox from gamers of all kinds ever since. There aren't many game studios that are still doing this Pride Month pandering shit this year. Even Ubisoft, as we discussed yesterday, has gotten away from the Pride Month posting, at least so far. Here are a bunch of studios who, thus far, have not added any rainbows. Naughty Dog, Rockstar, Ubisoft Montreal, Saber Interactive, and to be clear, I would have been shocked if they did it, but we also got EA, id Software, Epic Games, CDPR, Embracer, Bandai, Obsidian. They all got the memo that this shit has run its course quite clearly. There are still some stragglers. Halo posted this crap here, but they locked the replies because they know that they would have been shredded. Insomniac changed their profile pic on X because they don't have a freaking clue. And this one is severely disappointing here. The Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 official subreddit has changed their avatar, embracing all of that gay controversy from earlier this year. I guess they figured, what the hell? Their game has already been released. They already have people's money. But Gearbox does not have people's money yet for Borderlands 4. And from the sound of things, the budget of that game is over twice the budget of Borderlands 3, which cost them around $140 million to make. This means Borderlands 4 needs to make back $300 million or so in order to break even. Even if they end up selling the game for that $80 price tag, this means that Borderlands 4 will need to sell around 5 million units at full price just to break even on the game. And I don't know about you guys, but I am not about to pay $80 and support a studio that can't get the hint that we are sick and tired of all of this LGBT rainbow pandering. As more evidence that people are completely over this shit, look at this post here, where the ex-user GigaBear is celebrating that he ratioed Blizzard. The X account for Blizzard announced a new Pride shirt with the pink and blue trans colors written using what looks like a World of Warcraft font, and if you look near the bottom, you can see that they got 82,000 views on the post, but only 172 likes. It is also worth noting that there are 439 replies, so they were ratioed in that way as well. And also, at the very bottom, GigaBear replied to Blizzard saying, "It's 2025, we don't have to do this anymore." And that reply has more likes than Blizzard, with 214, despite having only a fraction of the views at 2.3 thousand. The message is crystal clear for anyone other than those who simply refuse to hear it. This shit is massively unpopular. The masses are fatigued when it comes to this pride crap. So, this right here is optically very poor for Gearbox. They are associating their brand with something that people don't want. Maybe the strategy is to try to embrace the modern audience because they think that's the way they're going to sell their stuff. These companies are always doing analytics to monitor sentiment among gamers, and maybe they determined that the average Joe was checked out and wasn't going to get on board with Borderlands 4, especially at $80, so they figure that cozying up to the activist crowd is the only way to go. Or maybe the community manager for Gearbox in this account here is just a bloody idiot who can't read the room. In the next few days, it sounds like the price will be announced for Borderlands 4. This is definitely not the time to piss off a large section of gamers even more and turn them away from the company. But one way or another, they just couldn't help themselves, and Randy Pitchford had even more stuff to say. He told people that when it comes to $80 games, that's just the direction the industry is going, and it's a reality that gamers will have to accept. But here's the reality for studios like Gearbox to accept. You don't call the shots. Customers do, and we don't want you acting like activists, and many of us certainly won't be willing to pay $80 to support that. But I'm going to leave it there. Drop your contempt for these bozos at Gearbox into the comment section below, and we will talk there. Thanks for watching, me hearties. If you haven't already, your Admiral is inviting you to subscribe to the channel and become a part of the crew. Life as a space pirate may not be glamorous, but there's always plenty of booty.